Hello students, have a great day. Welcome back to our online session. Today we are going to discuss what is page fault, when it occurs, and what is demand paging. Before moving further, just recall previous lecture. In previous lecture, we will learn what is the paging technique. Paging is a memory management scheme that eliminates the need for continuous allocation of physical memory. The main idea behind the paging is to divide each process in the form of pages, and the main memory will also divided in the form of frames. Here there are two parts, that is the logical address and physical address. The logical address, it is a paging, is divided into each process in the form of pages, and our physical address, that is the main memory, is divided into the number of frames, and both are mapped to each other. The mapping is page size is equal to frame size. In that, the logical address is generated by the CPU. Here, the logical address is generated by CPU, and it consists two terminologies, that is the page number and page offset, which is stored in the page table. Next, physical address actually available on the memory, that is our main memory, and it is referred by the frame and frame offset. The both are mapped to each other in the equation of page size is equal to frame size, and the paging is introduced. The mapping from virtual to physical address is done by the memory management unit, which is a hardware device, and this mapping is known as this entire paging technique. Today we are going to discuss the demand paging. Demand paging is nothing but the system is quite similar to a paging system with swapping, where process reside in main memory and pages are loaded only on demand, not in advance. Means if the memory is not available for the execution of process, and as per the demand for the process, at that time the demand paging is occurred. In short, a page is brought in memory only when it is demanded is known as a demand paging. A demand paging is similar to a paging system with swapping. Imagine that a process is created but there is no page for it in the main memory at that time. When a process is dispatched initially, the program counter will have been loaded with the address of the first instructions from where the execution should commence. This address belongs to a page which is not present in the memory at that time. A page fault is generated while it is not present at the memory at that time. Means a process is entered in the system for the execution. At that time the main memory is not available, and at that time page fault will occur, and demanding the page for the newly entered process, that system is called as a demand paging. A page fault is generated while fetching the first instruction itself. The operating system will now bring that page in memory. While an instruction will be encountered which has an address of a page not currently in main memory, which is not present in main memory. another page fault will result, a new page will be brought in the memory. While executing a program, if the program reference a page which is not available in the main memory because it was swapped out a little ago, the processor treats this invalid memory reference as a page fault and transfer control from the program to the operating system to demand a page back into the memory. This entire process is called as the demand paging. In this diagram, it is the entire process for the demand paging. As earlier we said that the demand paging is similar to the paging technique with the swapping. So it is also, there are two terminologies, that is the logical address and physical address. Logical address, it is divided into page number and page offset. Likewise, the physical address, it is also divided into two terminologies, that is a frame and its a frame offset. Logical address, it is generated by the CPU, that is the page number and page offset. It is referenced from the page table, and from the page table, physical address take that map together and place into a physical address space, and as per the demanding, the page will be taken out from this physical address space. It is called as a demand paging. Now in this diagram we give a number, it is the sequential number of the execution of demand paging. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Let's see what is the sequence of this demand paging. Here first, if CPU tried to refer a page that is currently not available in main memory, it generates an interrupt indicating memory access fault. In short, when process enters in the system at that time, CPU tried to find out the page for the execution, but currently that page is not available in the main memory. At that time, it occurred the fault. Then next, the operating system put an interrupt process in the blocking state. For the execution to proceed, the operating system must bring the required page into the memory from this page table. Operating system put an interrupt process in a blocking state. For the execution to the proceed, the operating system must bring the required page into the memory. Here, operating system will be required page into the memory. Required page into the memory. Third, the operating system will search required page in the logical address space. In second step, the operating system will require a page. Now third step, operating system will search that required page in the logical address space, that is the step number 3. After that, the required page will be brought from logical address space to a physical address space. The page replacement algorithm are used for the decision making of replacing the page in the physical address space. Here, in third step, the operating system will search in a logical address space. Now, some page replacement algorithms are used by using this physical address space, that is the step number 4. Next, the page table will update accordingly. Here, page will be find out, then page table will be updated. Now page is free. And last, the signal will be sent to the CPU to continue the program execution, and it will place the process back into the ready state. Now in page table, the page is free. That free page is allocated to that process, and now that process is entered in the ready state for the ready for the execution. It is the entire process of demand paging. There are some advantages and disadvantages of demand paging. Advantages: large virtual memory, more efficient use of memory, there is no limit on degree of multiprogramming. Disadvantage: number of tables and the amount of processor overload for the handling page interrupts are greater than in the case of simple page management technique. These are the some advantages and disadvantages of demand paging. Next, we will see the page fault. Page fault, it is one kind of error. Means when a process is executing with only a few pages in memory and when an instructions is encountered which refer to any instructions or data in some other pages which is outside from the main memory, then a page fault occur. In short, if program try to access a piece of memory but which is not existed into the physical memory, means its main memory, then page fault will be occurred. A page fault specifies the operating system that it must trace the all data into the virtual memory management, and after that moves it from secondary memory like hard disk to the primary memory of the system. Means searching for a page which is not available in main memory is known as page fault. When page fault occurs, the operating system have to bring the required page into main memory before the execution of that instruction can restart. The number of pages in the physical memory for that process gradually increase with the page fault. When sufficient number of required page build up, the pages are normally found in the main memory and then the frequency of page fault will be reduced. In the programming method, the page fault arises the exception that specify the operating system, which access the memory slot from virtual memory for running the program in continued nature. In short, page fault means searching for a page which is not available in main memory is known as a page fault. Here it is one of the scenario, it defines the page fault. Here the process is loaded into the memory and at that time memory is not available. At that time page fault will occur. Let's firstly check the main memory address requests. Ensure those requests must be valid. In second, if reference got invalid, means a page is not available in main memory for that time, then the process will be terminated. Otherwise the page is going to pager in, means it goes to the operating system. Then frame list locate the free frame, then it goes to the paging system and find out the free page. Now free frame, now disk operation will be scheduled to fetch the needed page from the disk. Here the free frames will be searched in the physical memory. After that, when IO operation is done, a new frame number will be added in the process page table and invalid bit is alerted. Now this is valid page reference in the valid page reference, and then the further any page fault will be found, then reset from the starting, means again it starts from the step 1 to the step 6. First process is loaded into memory and then it found out the page for the execution, but page is not available, so it is invalid. Then it goes to the operating system. Operating system will search the page frame for the execution, and this frame is found out in physical memory. means it's a secondary memory, means out of the main memory. After finding the free frame, then it goes to the page table. Here in page table is updated from the free frame. Now that free frame is allocated to that process, and now process take the page and load into the ready state for the execution. This is called as a page fault technique. Thank you.